The human being has two bodies. Two bodies. What are the two bodies? Someone tell me. Physical and spiritual. Okay. So we start with the physical. Okay, because this is what we're most familiar with. Even though we are spiritual first. Okay? The soul exists before the body. Number one, we have these emotional systems. We have these immune systems. We have hormonal systems. We have a nervous system. And all of these systems are interconnected. They cannot be separated. No more than, if your hand, the whole thing is called a hand, even though it has different parts. It has fingers, and those fingers have digits. And then you have the palm, and then you have the knuckles, and then it comes all the way down here to the wrist. It cannot be separated. Okay? Unless it's dysfunctional or something. The physical body is like that. You have all these systems that are interconnected, and if something is wrong with one, it's going to spill over to the other. Just keep that in mind. All right? The same thing with the spiritual. Okay? And the spiritual, how we know that the spiritual existed before the physical is because in the Qur'an, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala tells us that He extracted all of the souls from Adam alayhi salam. And He asked them a question. Alastu bi Rabbikum? Am I not your Lord? Qalu Bala, shahidna. We all said, whether you're Muslim or not, we all said, of course, we bear witness. We all said that. This is the beginning of the human being. It is written into his soul, that he knows that there is God. He knows this, even if he's not a Muslim. This is why the vast majority of human beings, they believe in God. Even if their belief about the messengers or things like that, is wrong, what they believe about God, what they say about God is wrong. But essentially, most human beings believe in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. They believe, okay? And so this is the spiritual makeup of the human being. Number one, first and foremost, the fitrah. It is those things that is written in his soul. He cannot get away from it. All right? Number two, he has a consciousness. That's the first thing I talked about in the hadith of the man who killed 99 people. He also has this nafs. And just to make it easy, because many people get confused, like Hawa and Nafs and this. So I try to just make it easy. Nafs, your bodily appetites. Just think about it like that. Your bodily appetite. What are your appetites? Your eyes. They have appetites. Y'all know better than I do. You see those gorgeous men walking on the campus? You see those gorgeous women walking on the campus? The eyes follow. Huh? The eyes have appetites. The ears have appetites. And see, y'all think y'all slick. Y'all call it tea. Right? What's the tea? Listen, that tea is haram most of the time. Okay? That tea is haram. All right? But the ears has appetites. What? He said what? He's doing what? What? Huh? The ears has appetites. Right? The tongue has appetites. Just listen to rap music. Yeah, I'm this. Yeah, I'm that. Yeah, I'm the one. Right? The tongue has appetites. The stomach has appetites. The private parts have appetites. The entire body has appetites. Right? That's why it's so hard to get up for Fajr. Because the body wants to sleep. Huh? So just think, when you say nafs, it's outward, bodily appetites. But then you have this hawa, and it's more psycho-spiritual. All right? It's the way you see yourself in relationship to the world. What do I mean by that? If you think that you are better than someone or worse than someone because of the color of your skin, the language that you speak, the country that you come from, if you think that makes you better or worse, you don't see reality correctly. This is Hawa. When you don't see reality correctly, you have blind spots in your understanding about how you measure yourself. It's Hawa. In the Qur'an, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, وَأَكْرَمَكُمْ إِنَّ اللَّهِ أَتْقَاكُمْ. The most noble of you in the sight of Allah is the ones who have the most taqwa. That's the standard. If you have another standard, it's Hawa. You don't see reality correctly. Huh? So that's Hawa. Okay? And then of course we have this Qalb, right? This inside of this flesh that's beating. We have psycho-spiritual material. It understands deep things, right? Like Rasulullah said, "Itaqu firasatul mu'min, fa innahu yanzuru bi nurillah." Beware of that spiritual insight of the believer, because he's able to see by the light of God. In other words, you can come into contact with somebody who has very, very strong firasa, and this is always because of the purification of the heart. And they can just look at your face and know that you doing stuff you ain't got no business doing. Wallahi, I'm telling you the truth. And I can give you hadith about this. I can give you statements of the scholars, the ulama, right? Just by looking. Because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala removes the veils so they see things as they are. This is one of the functions of the heart, to be able to see things as they are. Okay? And then we have this ruh. All right, this is what activates the body. All right, it's the spirit of the person. Now, the spirit of a person can never be corrupted. Right? The heart can be, but not the spirit. It can go dormant. Maybe it's not working correctly, but I'm going on and on and on. Okay, so these systems impact the spiritual health of a person. So I wanted to just lay this out as we began to go through the steps. Because what you're going to see is there's some similarities here. When you have to make tawbah, which is a spiritual act, and when you have to process trauma, which is like a psycho-biological act. Okay?